Luísa Kiamboto com Malongi Makikongo. Sejam bem-vindos às aulas de Kikongo. Welcome to Kikongo class. And we thank God who always blesses us with good health. Agradecemos imenso ao Senhor que sempre nos abençoa com uma boa saúde e bom espírito. Tuvutu difunde de matondo kutata nzambi kutusaka munanga e kutubatilanga nthangu za zonse. Diaka Luísa Kiambote com Malongi Makikongo. E longi dietu de unu diadi dina longi dia sambanu nkunku kiatanu. Our lesson today is lesson 6, section 5. A nossa lição de hoje é lição 6, secção 5. Ok, tu yanti de longi dia atual. Vamos começar as nossas aulas agora. Ok, a nossa lição está no tempo presente e no singular. Onkundiame ou singaluaka. Onkundiame ou singaluaka. My friend is going to arrive. My friend is going to arrive. E singavo kana luakako. E siavo kana luakako. So she or he hasn't arrived yet. Vão perdoar, forgive me. Lundem fukila. Vovolovo montangu kimoko kyaki montangu yayi kina kakina montangu yayiko kina montangu ikuiza. So the conversation is on the future tense. A conversa está no tempo futuro. Porque toda vez que a gente emprega o verbo auxiliar ou singa, significa o futuro. Agora, nas outras zonas também vais ouvir sikaluaka. Onkundiama sikaluaka, significa está no futuro, ainda não chegou. Voto vovele enkundiama ou singaluaka, de songala voka lueken teteko, munjila kena. Mudiade e moko muntangu ikuiza kinina kekinina muntangu yaiko. Okay, idiao lunemvukila. Okay, so we're going to proceed. Onkundiame osinga luaka. My friend is going to arrive. So she or he has not arrived yet. Ela ou ele ainda não chegou. De songo vão kundeto kakale on kento vo yakala kakalue kenteteko. Munjila kena. De songal. O mwana me o singaleka. O mwana me o singaleka. De songola vo e mwane kakalele nteteko. My son or daughter is going to sleep. So that means the child is not at sleep yet. He or she is going. Okay, isi avo kanaleka ko. So she or he hasn't slept yet. That's right. Onkentwame osingalamba. Onkentwame osingalamba. Onkentwame osingalamba. Isi avo kena lamba ko. So she or he, I'm sorry. So she hasn't cooked yet. The song lavo yandik kalambi in teteko. Undem pukila. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Onkentwame osingalamba. So it means she has not cooked yet. She has not cooked yet. So the action is on pending status. She's going to cook. So, isi avo kenalamba ko. So, she has not cooked yet. So, let's proceed. Oaname osingadia. Oaname osingadia. My son, lundolukila, omwaname, dina oaname, omwaname osingadia. My son or daughter is going to eat. So she or he has not eaten yet. So she or he is waiting for the food to be given to her or him. So the action is on pending status. It's going to happen, but the child has to have some kind of patience to wait for the food to be given to her or him. Osediame osinga quiza. My father is going to come. So he hasn't come yet. Isi avo kana kezako. The song lavo esediame kalue kenteteko. Osediame munjila kena. Idi songala. Okay, tuluta, totu vioka. Omono isinga kota. I am going to enter. That means I'm still standing outside, waiting for someone to let me in. Omono isinga kota. So, I would say, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to be given the access to get inside the house, store, or office. Esse avó kana kotako. So, you haven't entered yet. E, portanto, eu estou à porta à espera que alguém me deixe entrar para me dar acesso. Portanto, estou à espera. Eu vou entrar. E singa kota. Ok. Proceedemos. O mono e singa vubwa. I am going to be baptized. E se a avó kana vubuako. De songo la avó kam vubu loa nteteko. So, you haven't been baptized yet. O mono isinga sukula. I am going to wash. So I am waiting. I have not washed yet. So you haven't washed yet. E se a avó kana sukulako. O mono isinga fimpua. I am going to be examined or searched. E se a avó kana fimpua ko. So you haven't been searched yet or examined yet. O mono isinga vutuka. O mono isinga vutuka. I am going to return or I am going back. E se a avó kana vutukako. So you haven't returned yet. So you haven't gone back yet. Ok, então chegamos ao fim. E agora vamos mudar no outro tempo. Ok, agora vamos mudar no passado imperfeito. Ou passado simples. O passado simples, ou simple past, will be o mono mvutukidingi. Tulenda vovó mono kelenge mvutukidingi. I went back yesterday. E se a avó, ok. Mono kelenge mvutukidingi. De songa la avó, ben vuenenge enjila muvutuka mazon. O mono fipu dingi mazono. O mono chukudingi mazono. O mono mvubudingi mazono. O mono kotelenge mazono. Osediame wizidingi mazono. Omwaname didingi mazono. Omwaname didingi mazono. Tata Trek.
Hey, Tata Laza.
Yenga diak. Yenga shemi.
Zambia and Pungu Tulendo.
Okay. I started already, so we have to go back.
Yeah, sorry, I had to.
Okay, no problem.
Be indisposed. 1 minute.
Okay, so our lesson today, lesson 6, section 5. And the conversation is on the future tense. The remembrance when we use osinga or si, that tells auxiliary verb tells that the conversation is in the future. So, onkundiame osinga luaka. You can read the bottom one. What says?
Isayakwo.
Isiavo.
Isiavo. Kana kalawakako.
Isiavo kana kalawakoko. Now, English writing. In English, what that means?
Oh, she hasn't arrived yet? Or
she or he?
He or she?
Yeah, she or he hasn't arrived yet. Isiavo kana luakako. Okay. Onkundiame osinga luaka. Then you go to hear some other region, go to hear onkundiame sika luaka. So omit O and NGA. That we just use onkundiame sika luaka. We also change luaka ka luaka onkundiame sika luaka. So that be the same. Okay. Omwaname osingaleka. You read at the top.
Okay. Omwaname osingaleka.
Omwaname osingaleka. Okay, that's Kisikongo, Kikongo. Now Kizombo, we omit O and NGA will be C. So can you say that in Kizombo? Omwaname.
Mwaname osi. Wait, you said you moved the G.
Sikalwaka.
Sikanlaka.
Sikalwaka. Omwaname sikalwaka.
Sikanlaka.
So my son or my daughter is going to arrive. Sikalwaka. Omwaname sikalwaka. So I'm expecting her or him to arrive. My son or daughter is going to, oh, I'm sorry, sikaleka. I'm saying arrive. Sikaleka. Sikaleka is going to sleep. Leka is sleep.
Okay.
Omwaname osingaleka. So my daughter, my son is going to sleep. Isiavo kanaleka ko. So the action to him to sleep is on pending status. She or he might be engaged in running his mouth with his friend, waiting until the bed invites him or her. So the action is on pending status. So future tense. Okay, so we're going to proceed. Tata Trey, you can read again, top line.
Okento me, okento me, okento ame, osinga lamba.
Okay, onkento ame, osinga lamba. Onkento ame, osinga lamba. So, isi avó kana kalamba ko. So, the action is on future tense. You are telling maybe your guest that your wife is going to cook. So, they can't starving, and the cooking action is on pending status. So, in their mind, they wonder how soon she's going to cook. We're starving. So, that shows she had not cooked yet. Okay, now let's proceed. Omwana me osinga dia. You can read the bottom in green.
Isi avo kanakiada
Kana kadiako.
isi avo kana
Kadiako. Okay, which means she or he has not eaten yet. So she or he is hungry and is on pending status. So they have to be patient to wait until the food is cooked and given to them or served. Okay, now you can read osediame. You can read that line, please.
Osediame osinga quiza.
Osediame osinga quiza. So, isiavo kana quiza ko. So, your father has not arrived yet. So, his action of coming is in progress. Or he might be driving or walking. I don't know what meaning of transportation he's using, but his action to come to your house is in progress. So, Osinga Kuisa. So, my father is going to come. The answer, well, isiavo kana kuisa ko. Okay, so let's proceed. Omono isinga kota. Read the bottom, please.
Isiavo kanakotako.
Isiavo kanakotoko, which shows it means I'm still standing outside. Knocking Tata Trey's door. Maybe you went to store, your madam at work, so I'm still standing at the door. Omono isinga kota. So I'm saying I'm going to get in, but the owners of the house are not in, they're out. So I'm standing until you guys come. That's the only way I will have access and get in your house. Okay, now you can read the top line. Omono.
Omono isinga vubwa.
Omono isinga vubwa. I am going to be baptized. Isiavo kana vubwako. So it means you haven't been baptized yet.
Mm-hmm. Glad I finally did it right.
Huh?
I said I'm glad I did it right because now I realize the difference. But yeah, isi avo kana vubwako.
Vubwako. Yeah, which means you have not been baptized yet. So your action is on pending status. It's on pending status, waiting maybe for the pastor to baptize you or whatever is in need had to be completed first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I learned
Omono isinga sukula. You can read
Omono. Okay. It's okay. So am I speaking?
the bottom.
Bottom. Okay. Isi avo kana sukulako.
Siavo kana sukulako, which means you haven't washed yet. Okay. You can read the top one. Omono isinga
fimpwa.
fimpwa. Isiavo kana fimpwako. Okay, give me a second. I'm stepping out. Okay. Thank you.
Big on.
I had a little emergency. Okay, so
Problem.
isiavo kana fimpwako. So you have not been examined or searched yet. Okay. Omono isinga vutuka.
Isi avo kana vutukako.
Kana vutukako. Okay, so I have not returned or gone back yet. Okay, so that ends our conversation in future tense. Now we're going to switch it to either a simple past or past participle. So also we have another chance. We can put our conversation on a progressive present progressive tense or whatever tense we choose to. Okay, so I'll give you a chance to choose which tense you like us to work on.
The present.
Present tense, okay. So change the first line on top to present.
Let's see, it should be.
Is in the future tense, omono isinga vutuka. Now, present tense.
Omono sika.
Okay, we have to eliminate the auxiliary verb. We're not going to need the auxiliary verb since we use in present tense. So we omit the auxiliary verb, and we have only omono. Okay. Mono. Okay. Omono mvutukidi. Omono mvutukidi. Now, if you want to attach to another verb to make it a little sense, you can say, I would like to, I want to go today, or I'm going today. Mono nzolele vutuka. Uno. Mono nzolele vutuka. Uno. I want to go back today. Mono nzolele vutuka.
Vutuka.
Okay, so we can even add it a little more. Mononzola vutuka ku nzwame. I want to go back to my house. I want to go back home. Mono nzolele vutuka, or we say days, mono nzolele vutuka wuno. I want to go back today.
And
Okay.
how did you say house?
Nzo. Mono
Nzo,
nzolele
right,
vutuka ku nzwame. Uno. Mono nzolele vutuka ku nzoame. I want to go back to my house. If you want to use add it today, uno.
How do you say today? Uno?
Uno.
Uno.
Uno, yes. Like in Spanish, uno.
These people.
Yeah, uno. Today.
Today, it's the same as one or uno.
Yeah, the same as one and same as today.
Man. So then the answer would be?
The answer would be, okay, the answer, isiavo ngei vutukide. Isiavo, okay, we're going to eliminate the kana. Isiavo vutukide, which means you have been, you're going today.
It's funny how you put in gay there. So did we always use the title like a king or queen?
Yes. Isiavo ngei vutukide, which means you are going back.
Because you're referring to yourself as a member of royalty.
Yeah.
Man, they really.
Okay.
Ngei vutukudi.
Yes. Okay. And now try to change the top line to present tense. Omono.
So omono. Fimpui kidi.
Okay. Omono fimpudi.
Fimpudi.
Now, if you want to say omono nzolele fimpwa. Omono nzolele fimpwa. Omono fimpudi. Mono nzolele fimpwa, that means you're inviting someone to search you, to examine you. Omono nzolele fimpwa means I want to be searched. But no one wants to invite that. That's an invasion of privacy, self-privacy. Why would you inquire someone to search for? That's no good.
That's about to change.
Yeah.
So, and then to answer, you would say,
Siavo, okay, siavo, which means you have been examined. Siavo, fipudi.
Fimpudi. Already examined. Whew.
Okay. Omono tsukudi.
Omono sukudi.
Tsukudi. So tsukudi, we omit one S and put the T on that place. Tsukudi. Omono tsukudi. I washed.
Okay.
Omono tsukudi. Isiavo ngei sukudi, which means you washed. Omono.
Wait, I go back.
Okay.
Sorry. So you say Isia vo Sukidi Sukudi
Tsukudi. Tsukula. Tsukudi.
Sukudi.
Tsukudi.
I lost. Okay.
Okay, now change. Oh, but I already did that.
No, we didn't do that one yet.
Fibwa. Oh, okay. Looks like Vutuka.
Okay, so we didn't do this one yet. So Omona.
Okay. Sukula. Okay. Okay. I kind of got mixed up. Omono. So change that to present tense.
Omono Vupidi or
Omono Mvubudi.
Vubudi.
Yeah. Now, if you want to add another verb, I want to be baptized will be omono. How to say it? I want to
Zolele.
be baptized. Omono.
Zolele.
Okay.
Vubwa.
Okay. Correct. Omono nzolele vubwa. I want to be baptized. Omono nzolele vubwa. Okay. Matondo. Isiavo ngei vubudi.
1 second.
Okay.
So is the answer gonna say you haven't?
No. Which means you have been baptized.
You have been.
Isiavo vubudi. Or to make it sound great, we have to say Isiavo ngei vubudi.
That reminds me, I forgot to do that.
Isiavo ngei vubudi.
I forgot to do the other thing. Okay, you can go to the next one.
Okay. Now you change it.
One second, let me switch my page. All right, Omono Kotudi.
Kotele.
Oh, Kotele. So how do you know the ending when you say that?
How do I know?
Like, how do you know the ending? Like, you know, the other one was something different than this time.
Okay, let me go back.
Like how we just did. The one that we just did before, it was. Can you go back? I think it's the other way.
Oh, okay.
So you said.
Okay. Omono mvubudi.
Vubudi. So now the next word you said. How you said Omono.
Omono kotele.
Kotele. So how do you know the context of how to use these endings?
Okay. Each verb has its own a specific structure. Okay, like to get in. Okay, monokotele. I am in. I got in. Kotele. So that's the present tense. Monokotele, ge kotele, yandi kotele. Yetu tu kotele, yeno lu kotele, awu akotele. That's present tense now. Past tense, simple past. Monokotelenge. ngei kotelenge, yandi kotelenge.
I
That's
guess
singular form.
I guess what I'm saying is it's like, so you saw the previous word, there was a
No,
different.
they're not related. Each one is independent.
I see what you're saying. So it's like, see, that's been the confusing part with some of this stuff, is because because I know we've lost our ability to speak it like we should. It's trying to determine what each word independently should use what ending based upon the context of the structure of the sentence.
Okay. So in here, it's talking about being baptized. So the context is completely different with the other. Other one talks about getting in, ukota.
Okay.
Okay. So getting in and being baptized, unless we try to relate the two of them, getting in maybe in a swimming pool where a person is going to be baptized, or getting in the water.
Okay.
That's the only way we can relate the two uh, verbs working for the same cause.
I
But
guess.
they're not going to sound this, well. Each one going to present his own case in his own way. I don't know if that making sense.
No, I guess like you know how, like I don't, I mean, like you know how, 'cause I've spoken, I've taken other language classes, like I've taken French and I've taken like Spanish, and it's like when you go through the verbs, it's like there's a structure as to how you conjugate each word in a certain way. So what I guess I'm trying to get is, how do I know the conjugation when I'm speaking with a specific verb as to what to use it in each particular tense?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Also remember that some verbs are irregular. Irregular verbs, they change the paradigm of their conjugation. They don't keep it from the beginning to the end, like in some Latin languages. So even in Latin language, some verb they change uh, their uh, paradigm, what we call paradigm. So they change, like example, like in Portuguese. Okay, in Portugal, mean I am. Okay, so if we conjugate I am in Portuguese, you're going to see it's going to change uh, the the paradigm of her conjugation. Eu sou, tu és, ela é. Nós somos, vós sois, eles são. Eu fui, do you see now? Eu fui, I went.
Well, yeah, free. I know free is past tense even in Spanish.
Yeah, which means eu fui or I was. Eu fui, I was. Tu foste, ela foi. Nós fomos, vós fostes, eles foram. Eu era, so I was a teacher, I was a doctor. So it they change from start I am to I were. You see that change. And then some verb they keep the conjugation of their paradigm from the beginning to the end. They don't change. They're steady. So
Right.
those are
So it's kind of like, so I'm in, sorry, let me cut you off. My apologies. So it's like when you're speaking, like, so I guess like I'm saying, it's like, okay, so like when I first learned to speak in Spanish, it's like I'm going, me voy, um, and then they'll say like you go to va, and then they'll say vamos or van for many or the multiple people go. So it's kind of like, when you're, it's like I'm saying, it's like it seems like in the Kikongo language, when you're looking at these verbs, it's like they're when they're conjugating, it's like you said, they're independent of its own type of conjugations. So they seem to have the word has its own rule. So I guess how the Father structured it and how he's, this language, how it was created, it's like, I don't know, it's like it has rules, but then it's like each word is a little bit different than how others are being said. So I can kind of see how they did the programming of people, because I know there was 70 languages that they talk about it. It's just that it's like with this particular language, I'm seeing that it's like, wow, I have to retrain my brain to come out of what's called the repetition mindset, because
Oh, I don't know if you already noticed that the plural in Kikongo it has starts on a prefix, not in the end.
right.
The plural of certain things starts in the beginning, not in the end. Not like we say, hands. Okay, in Kikongo we say moko,
Moko,
hands, moko,
moko,
uh, singular, hand, koko, plural, moko. This is the text, the prefix moko. Now, in other languages, like in Portuguese, mãos, we add S to MAOS. Mão is singular, one hand. So in Kikongo, the plural always starts from the beginning of the word prefix.
let's see. Well, kind of like you see, like you say, oh, mono, where it says I am. So in Spanish, hand is mono.
Mano,
Mono. Well, no.
yeah,
Well, no.
mano.
Yeah, mono. Well, mono. No, mono means monkey. Sorry.
Yeah, mano is hands, mano, mis
And it's
manos.
those
Yeah,
monos. And then I
yeah,
know Spanish, mono means monkey.
yeah, mi mano, my hand, mis manos. Uh, so then, uh,
Which kind of makes, is that what they're saying? That's kind of freak. That's kind of weird. Is that why they're saying mono means monkey? Now
yeah, and
I think
Kikongo
I'm seeing
mon
the
means
connect.
I.
Right. That's what makes me wonder.
In some other,
Are they making the connection there?
yeah, some other variants means they say mena instead of mono. Mena,
Okay. Mena.
yeah, mena is I. In some variants, mono. Mono means I.
I got you.
Beto, beto means as.
Understand.
Okay,
I'm starting to kind of get it now. Okay.
all right. So let's continue. Okay, now let's deal with the top one. Osediame.
Osidiame. Is it
No,
quiz
now we have to drop a K to put it to present. Osediame wizidi.
Wheezy?
So we have to drop a K, we have to drop add I to the Z and D I. Osediame wizidi.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, when do you know the rule for that? It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Well, for me, it's already in my I don't know how can I put
yeah,
it.
see, it's been ingrained in you because this is your first, like, this is a language you've already been ingrained in. It's like, because see, you can see how, you see what they did when they stripped us.
Yes,
When you're seeing how it works, it's like, now I see why they get frustrated relearning this, because we went through an entire programming where they stripped it. Okay. So now it's like we have different rules per different language, whether you speak Spanish, Portuguese, Latin, French, or English, whatever we used to speak before, you're seeing where it's like, okay, when you go to school, for example, and you go from first grade on up, okay, when they're teaching you grammar, it's all based off of a set of rules as you continue to learn it. But now it's like you're unlearning rules that your brain is saying, okay, where did that come from? How do you conjugate that? It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's the hard part about relearning.
Yes, so these are verbs.
Mm-hmm.
These are verbs. So since I speak the language, when I see the verb, I know how I know the past tense, present tense. Once I see it, okay, this is present tense, future tense, whatever tense is, I automatically know. So I can change these verbs to any tense I choose to because I know them. I know them. So that's why I know uh, this verb is squeezed to come. Okay. So present tense, MALOONGI, so I can conjugate that verb in any tense I choose to. Once, like you're an English speaker, I think any verb you see, you automatically know how to deal with it, whatever situation, whether present tense or future tense or progressive tense, you know it automatically.
Well, right, because, well, I know, okay, so like, and this is why they say, how do you usually teach a language? Well, you learned it by people speaking it to you first and then you read it. But then it's like when you go to school, they give you the verbs and then they show you like how you change it. Like, when you say sit, you'll say, I will sit at the table, then I sat down, or sit, sat, and that's the way you conjugate that verb. And then it's like they'll give you the list of words to use as to how you change the meaning as to of how it goes to present, future, sitting. Like you have to add ing. I'm going to be sitting for the future. Like where you have to add something to the word and ending. So that's what I'm saying. It's like these are things that you're ingrained with as a little child, but now as you're transitioning to a language as an adult, it's like, okay, I have to go and scrap the mindset of where it's like, okay, that stuff is not going to fit with this rule for this. It's like it's a different context. So it's like you're trying to figure out what are the rules in the conjugation, I guess, and that's what I'm trying to figure out is when you said for present tense is wizzy. You have to drop the K. It's like,
Yes.
okay, yeah. So it's like, okay, what words, or what is the situation of the rule where that's how you know that. I guess that's what I'm getting at.
Okay, the
That
situation.
makes sense.
Okay, first we were given future tense
Right.
or singa guisa. That was the future tense. So we are saying o sediame o singa guisa. My father is going to come.
Okay.
Okay. Now we want to change that situation in the present tense.
Right.
So my father came. My father came. Or my father, okay, my father came. So we can change that to present tense. We can change that to past tense, the verb. So
Right. So
we
then
can,
what I'm saying is now when you say it, it's like, okay, we have to drop Osinga, and then you have to drop the K, and it
yes,
becomes Wheezy, and then you're adding Wheezy D.
Wheezy,
So you're
Wheezy, my
dropping the
father
Z.
came.
Yeah, so you're dropping the Z and the A, and you're adding DI.
No, I'm dropping the K, A, I'm adding I to the Z and DI, Wheezy.
Right.
So you ask him, did your father come? I said, yes, he came.
Okay.
Yandi Wheezy. Yandi Wheezy.
So
So
then
we
the
were
answer.
expecting him. Now he's here.
So then the answer to that is Isayavo.
Ici avó, okay. Ici avó, we're going to add the personal pronoun yandi wizidi. Ici avó, yandi wizidi. So we're going to get the verb from the top and add it in here. Yandi wizidi. So which means he came.
Yeah, see, that's why I really gotta, because I know I have that dictionary that I got, and I think when I read, I read through it quite a bit, and it kind of gives you this breakdown, I guess, when the Kikongo language and as how you go and you say, it tells you do this in this situation, you do that, it changes to this. I just got to get more familiar with it because I guess it's like for the common speaker that knows it, it's like, okay, I know how to change the verb. For the person that's learning it, it's like, okay, when do I do this? When do I do that?
Yeah, it's understandable. I understand what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
Okay.
And plus, Kikongo has so many variants. Like today, I saw one video, one Kikongo speaker posted. He was encouraging for the parents to be teaching Kikongo at home, teach their children Kikongo at home. Also, he was encouraging adults, wherever you are, whatever region, uh, try to speak your language, try to speak Kikongo. No matter what variant you speak, still keep speaking that language, keep speaking that variant. That's what he was encouraging.
Yeah.
So,
And that's what I'm saying, because I know I've listened to different lessons on the internet, and it's like even when I'm speaking with you, I've seen one person say, this is how you say this, and now it's like, no, this is how you say it. So you can see the variations.
yes, because I'm from one particular region, so the variant I speak is not, uh, I would say, not nationwide, or is not all Kikongo speakers know that. There's a little sharp difference, but you're going to
Gotcha.
know a lot. Like Kilari, I'm learning Kilari now. It's Kikongo, but I never heard Kilari. So I'm learning
Yeah.
it.
And then when you jump into Lingala, it's like, okay, now
Yeah,
it's like,
Lingala is African language, but we're not trying to use it in Angola. It sounds like discrimination, but the reason why the majority, a lot Angolan were born and raised in DRC, they speak only Lingala. So when they went back in Angola, so the areas where they live, the only language they speak is Lingala. They don't speak Kikongo. So Kikongo speaker,
and see when Pastor Miller was doing a teaching, he said that the Messiah spoke Kikongo and Lingala. So it's like, okay, well that's
yeah. So
interesting.
a Kikongo speaker, they say, "Oh, our language being killed by Lingala."
I see.
So they're rejecting Lingala. Like myself, I know how to speak it, but if I'm in Angola, I'm not going to speak it. I
So
prefer
then,
to speak
so
Kikongo.
when what would be the circumstances when Yesue Yisu Fuma Yisu would be speaking either Kikongo or Lingala? Why would he switch it like that? What would be the circumstances?
I don't know. I have no answer for that question. It's a
Okay.
great question. He the creator, so he can do whatever he chooses to do.
I think that somebody said it had something to do with our picking up other variations of the languages of other kingdoms. I guess somebody was saying something. That's why it changed. Like our captivities in Babylon, or I don't know, something like that. Somebody was saying that's where it came from. But
I have
okay,
no clue about that.
yeah, somebody was mentioning that to me. It has something to do with our what we call the Bantu
Stubbornness.
the Bantu migration or something like that. Somebody was telling me. But yeah, okay. Yeah, stubbornness too. That's probably part of it. We always
Yeah,
been stiff necked. That's the world's problem because we're too stiff necked.
stubbornness.
Oh yes, wow! That's why they call us Anan C now.
Yeah.
Hey, Titan Zombie.
Okay, let's
Okay, next I'm ready.
keep
Sorry.
on going. Okay. Omwana me osinga dia. Now let's change it to present tense.
Okay. Now in this particular case, I think I have to drop in the beginning. Or no, Owana.
Omwana me
Omwana me. Diatele.
did.
Didi. Okay.
Yeah. Omwana me did. That's present tense. We work with the present tense. Omwana me did.
Man. These people. Okay, so
Isi avó yandi did, which means he or she ate.
okay. So say that again.
Omwana me did.
Didi. They ate.
Isi avó yandi did, which means he or she or he ate.
No, I'm sorry for my reaction. It's just that I'm learning the words now, how they've been tricking us that we're being devoured like the sheep that it talks about in the Bible. Because
Yeah, so that's what I said. Each word is unique, has its own structure or speciality.
So Isiavo Yandi Didi.
Yes, Isiavo Yandi did, which means she or he ate. So
No,
he's no
no,
longer starving.
got you. No, I'm just saying that there's 3 words now that I'm realizing we're referencing the food that came from our language. Edi, Madia, and now Didi. It's like, wait a minute. This is all referencing food references. So they're showing you you're being eaten. Go ahead. I'm ready for the next.
Okay.
Sorry. No, it's just little things in English that I'm catching on to.
Okay. On came to ame, how going to change the verb lambidi?
Well, that's what you said. Okantuame lambidi.
Okay. On came to ame lambidi.
Lambidi. So,
My wife cooked. Isi avó yandi lambidi, which means she cooked. Are we done?
okay. So no, the answer would be
Okay. Isi avó yandi lambidi, which means she cooked.
Okay.
Okay, now change this one. Omwana me.
Omwana me. Lekidi.
Omwana me lele.
Oh, okay, lele.
Yeah.
Okay.
Omwana me
Oh,
lele.
that's where lele comes in.
Yeah. Uleka. Lele. Sleep. Omwana me lele. Isi avó yandi lele.
So then, okay, so then I gotta ask a question on this. But go ahead. So they slept.
Ah.
They slept.
Okay, lele.
Lele.
She slept. Yes.
Because I want to see something here. So vo, and then the answer is Isaiah vo.
Yandi Lele.
Yandi Lele.
Which
Okay,
means,
so then I have a question
okay.
to see if this is accurate or not. So
No.
someone said to me that Isalele, let's see, what is it? The word is, I know, Inzolele, and then there's Isaele. And then somebody told me that Isaele means Esau is sleeping. Is that right?
Is Solele Esau speaking?
It said that Esau is sleeping.
Is Solele?
Isalele.
Is Salele. So the meaning is speaking.
They're saying that the person means that Esau, it said Esau is sleeping, is what I understood it to
I
mean.
don't know what variant is that. I have no idea.
Yeah, because I was like, well then, so what is it? Okay, so you said Lele, and then I saw this one that says Lala, like Kulala. So what's the difference?
Okay, Ulala, that's not a variant. Lele, also that particular verb has so many variants. Ulala, Uleka, Unimba, Kulambalala.
And
So,
then when I looked it up on the dictionary, it says that Lele also means covering, like clothes. So like when I found out the name Nzolele could mean you're covered with love, is what it is
yes,
translated as. So how do you know the difference between sleeping and covered?
speaking and covering.
Yeah, so like Lele can be sleep, like you said, but Nzolele means you're covered in love.
Okay.
So then how do you determine the difference between sleeping and covered or clothed?
Okay, that will be depending on the context.
I see.
How what the context, okay, when the situation presents itself, then that's where the application of these two verbs will come in. So the situation present itself first, then that time we say, okay, I use this word in this way. I don't know
Okay.
if that making sense.
No, it makes sense. So it's the context of when the person is saying it. Like I know that one song I like to sing, it says Isayele Kwenda. And it's like Yele. But then I see in the Kikongo Bible it says Isai, it says Isayele for Israel. So then it's like Lele, but you said Lele can be sleeping, so it's all about how you say it, correct?
Yeah, Lel is sleeping, yes.
So Isayele is what? How do you translate that?
Isaiah, so if it's a song, I have to
No,
listen.
that's in the Kikongo Bible. When I'm reading it, it says Israel is spelled Isayele.
Isaiah, also I have to see that particular verse and attach it to the context, because taking one particular verse out then can lead us using it out of the context.
So like if I were to say the Father or God is saving Israel from captivity, how would you say that in Kikongo?
Okay, the Father is saving Israel from captivity.
Correct.
Okay, in Zambia Mpungu, unalunda is uh, Israel in Congo. Uh, I forgot how
That's
to
what,
call
when the
it.
Kikongo Bible says Isayele, that's what it says.
Okay, Israel, Mukinlua,
Mukinglua.
Mukinlua. Some other version says something else.
Okay.
In Zambia Mpungu, unalunda Israel Mukinlua.
Mukinglua. Okay.
Yeah. Lua, captivity or slavery.
Okay, at some point I need you to send me that. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, there's something I think you mentioned for me to translate. I have forgotten completely.
Yeah, that thing that was sent by Pastor Mello.
Okay, I don't know if you still have it.
No, it's on your WhatsApp. It's still there.
Okay, I'll check it. Uh, has a particular name so I can search for it.
I shared it off of the Twitter. I
Is
actually
audio or
no,
just
it's written down. It's a picture. I sent the
okay?
image.
I'll check it to see if I'll find it.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue. Okay, we
I know the time
six.
is an hour. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
You want to stop here?
Let's finish this, then we can stop. Yes.
Okay.
Onkundiame osinga luaka. That's future tense. Now present tense. Onkundiama, onkundiame lueke.
Man, this thing run battery stuff quick.
Onkundiame lueke.
Lueke.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second. I need to go get my charger, or you're gonna shut off. 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem.
It jumped. It's like wow, that went down quick because it was like right at a half, and then it's like all of a sudden it was telling me I'm a one battery saver. I'm like, what? How did that happen so fast? I gotta get one of those things that charges when there's no power. I gotta order one of those things because I heard what's going on. People are starting to have power problems in different places. Okay. All right. So the word was
Onkundiame lueke.
lueke. So it changes the complete spelling.
Yeah, we take these two double A and replace them with double E. Also KE, lueke.
So my friend
Onkundiame lueke. So my friend arrived.
arrived.
Isiavo yandi lueke, which means he arrived.
So Isiavo leque.
I'm sorry.
Isiavo leque.
Lueke.
Lueke.
Isiavo yandi lueke.
Lueke.
The
Yeah.
same verb in here, lueke, Lweeke. So the answer will be the same in here. Isiavo yandi. We replace kana to yandi. Lueke.
Nandi Lueke. Yeah, see, this is like I said, I've been reading the Kikongo Bible, and I've been trying to incorporate the words I see there with what I'm learning. Like, for example, I discovered that the city called Miami
Yes.
is a Kikongo word, Miami. And I'm like, wait a second, what? What does it mean?
Well, even there's I don't know if it's a town or city called Tallahatchie. Have you heard about that city or town?
Yeah, they changed the name, I heard.
Tala means look.
Look.
Hachi. Look on the ground.
Look on the ground, right? You told me about.
It's a compound word.
Look on the ground.
Tallahatchie. Look on the ground.
So then what does Miami mean?
Miami. Well, they call it Miami. Maybe we have to change to convert that to Miami.
Yeah, Miami. I think.
Yeah, Miami. Okay, Miami becomes a possessive pronoun. Miami. Okay, so what that person's claiming? Miami.
It belongs to me or something.
Okay, the possessive pronoun also identifies what object we're trying to claim. Miami. Okay, now we have to ask which one is mine. What is mine? Miami.
See, okay, I just read it.
Miami was where the medicine Minlongo Miami.
See, I just read it in a scripture the other day. Okay, here we go. Here's the scripture right here.
Okay.
Vola dionga wakaka in zomi miame in zila voba kwa mwelami mono.
Okay. What book is that?
This is the Kikongo Bible.
What book?
It says Tumba, Psalms 35.
Psalms what?
Verse 3.
Psalms
35, verse 3.
35, 23?
Verse 3.
Oh, verse 3. 35, 3. Okay, let me see.
And the word Miami is in the sentence.
Okay, let me get my Bible.
Let me see if I can put it in the chat. I'm going to put it in the comments.
Okay.
And I'll show you the verse. So it's there. You can see it
33.
Now. You see I pasted it in the chat?
35, 3.
Yeah, I pasted it in the chat. You can look at it and see it on your screen.
Okay, I'll look to it.
You see where I pasted it in the chat?
Okay.
There's the verse right there. And you see the word Miami.
All right. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll meet again Wednesday.
All right.
So take care.
Okay. All right. Zola Queen, Matonde Mame.
Okay. Ngayon, Tamasal.
Kietu yangani kawa uko iwao bongole meso mwene isibudi matu uwidi ikonzo dienu Keno luvo vangabo kongo diafwa Keno luvo vangabo kongo diafwa Bila tala kwenwe Eyala kulu bila tala kwenwe Ekulu mbikanse kongo diatu
humanidade. Havia muito renato, havia muita felicidade. Vivíamos dentro da lei. Falou do reino do Congo, Ninha Luqueni era o rei. Habitava em Banda Congo, em companhia do outro rei. Pode chamar de Todila, se esquecendo uma máquina pra vida. Nos chama de Yalangu, carrego o Culumbimbi, essa imagem me identifica. Banda Congo, a minha terra, a minha mãe, o meu coração. Olha que nos fala mal, peço liberta da maldição. Origem de todos para Congo, como diz o velho ditado, do malogrado de talento. Eu irei devoltar, mas a questão ainda é esperar. Eu sou filho do Quimba, falo do Mwanza até Ebela. Olhos que vêm aqui Congo, tu entrava na tenda Congo, Lovana Sanda, o Mono e Fuanda. Luísa em Panguizeto, eu tô onso, Tatugue Congo. Tala é que inculuquedo que ainda em sangue, como Zabimba. E Mwana Congo, Caleguese, Songengango e é que inculuquiaco. Arrima do Cojojola, arrima do Cojojola. Sou pai do Emerson King.
Que não louvou vangabo Congo de Afua. Que não louvou vangabo Congo de Afua. Bizatala Kwenwe, Eyalangu, Bizatala Kwenwe. Que Kulungi Bikansi Congo de Atungwa. Que não louvou vangabo Congo de Afua. Que não louvou vangabo Congo de Afua. Bizatala Kwenwe, Eyalangu, Bizatala Kwenwe. Que Kulungi Bikansi Congo de Atungwa.
Sou tipo Sócrates, tudo que vou fazer hoje ficará marcado na memória. Se o jogo já está no fim, agora chega, vou vos dar vitória. Que Mavunga é minha terra, banda sagrada para todo mundo. Para o vosso consciente, cortei a corrente, voltei bem quente e diferente. Instalei um circuito fechado, muitos tentaram, lhes deu errado. Como diz o velho ditado, a Congo não falha, mas sim atrasa. Tata, Mwana, eu sou pai, então não se engana. Se o poder não se dá, a cultura banto não se esquece. Terra do mano em Todila, quem conhece Nini Yalukeni. Ou melhor, Zinganguvu, Mama Kimpavita. Terra dos assimilados, Afonso I, Simão Kimbangu, Pulumbinga Lando Vitor, Antônio Dembo, Tetelando também Samanguana. Terra de Makuta Nkondo, Yannick Ngombe e Tatangana. Onde fica mercado do Luvo, Culumbimbi e o Yalangu. Pedra do Fitizo e também a ponta do padrão. Os falos de Banda Congo, o patrimônio mundial da cultura. General sem passadores. Mapuntuala, Tata Mandila Massanda. Mwana Cassanda de Mbau, que mafundo, uasa.
Que não louvou vangabo Congo de Afua. Que não louvou vangabo Congo de Afua. Bizatala Kwenwe, Eyalangu, Bizatala Kwenwe. Que Kulungi Bikansi Congo de Atungwa.
Vocês que dizem que Congo morreu, vocês que dizem que Congo morreu, venha conhecer o patrimônio, venha conhecer.